right, man. Alexander Beterbiev says that he doubts that Dmitry Bivol want to catch the fade with him. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Now Tyson Fury and Usyk fought in Saudi Arabia, and everybody and their mama was out there, including these two guys. They faced off, and um, you got the tie on somebody that went tireless. You got two men in this world: guys who wear ties and guys that wear tireless. They go tireless. So they faced off, and a lot of people saying they were sensing negative energy or scary energy or nervous energy versus from Dmitry Bill versus Beterbiev. Now apparently there's rumor that they're sparred and Beterbiev has got the best of him, or whatever the situation may be. Um, they both Russians. It's usually hard to get those European dudes in the ring with each other. It's usually hard, man, because they know how they fight and they know how tough it's gonna be, and it's damn near a fight to the death. It's kind of like why the Klitschko's mother didn't want to see them ever fight against each other, because how brutal it is and how competitive it is. No, I don't think anybody really want to see brothers and twins or stuff, whatever situation, fight, because you already know how competitive and how that could tear a family down the middle. Because what people do for money, my Shaq voice. We all know the song biological. Phil is my biological. Will is my father because my biological didn't bother. But but yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a fight a lot of people want. Dmitry Bivol ain't fought all year. He was refusing to fight Deontay. I mean, refusing to fight. Um, he was refusing to fight. Jeez Louise. He was refusing to fight. To fight Canelo at 175. He wanted to fight him at 168, which I don't blame him. You get the chance to win all the belts and all that stuff. So that, in my opinion, that did make a tremendous amount of sense for him. To do that, but at the same time, man, it is what it is. But nonetheless, this is an anticipated fight by a lot of hardcore boxing fans. You got people who think Beef will win. You got people that think Beterbiev like me will win. And the longer this goes on, the more it favors Bivol, because Beterbiev is getting older, and older and older. You know what I'm saying? So you know, you know, you know, but that is what it is. But it's a good fight. I think Bivol stock is high, even though there's some inactivity there. He's fairly young. Uh, so but it's a good fight. You know what I'm saying? If they were Americans, it probably would already happen by now. I mean, it's hard for the fight to happen in Russia right now because Bivol don't have a Russian citizen, or Bivol is a Canadian citizenship, and also what's going on in Russia with the war against the Ukraine. Yeah, it's still going on if you didn't know. So you know, but nonetheless, it says Beterbiev doubts that Dmitry Bivol wants to fight him. He's a liar. He said, hold on, let me zoom in on this so y'all can see this. So y'all can see this. So he said like 2 or 3 years ago he wants to fight me, but he never fought me. He's a liar. That Beterbiev to Boxing King Media about his thinking that Dmitry Bivol doesn't really want to fight him and just talking. Of course, said Beterbiev when asked if he wants to fight Bivol. I don't want to fight him. He said, I don't want to fight him. I need only one thing from him, a belt. That's it. So he want undisputed. He want the belt. Everything is good now. I'm getting ready for January 13th. Beterbiev when asked about his recent jaw injury and said it's healed. I think he had like a tooth thing. He said, I got here in Saudi Arabia a couple of days ago. It's a big show. Fury and Ngannou, a big fight. I'm happy to be here. Said Beterbiev once. We already saw a fight like this with Mayweather and McGregor. We know who won. I think it's the same. I think if Fury wants to finish really fast, he can do that. Well, that didn't happen. He said everyone can give you problems in the street, but we don't know who is preparing well, who will stand in motion. Whoever is ready will win. I think said Beterbiev when asked if the IBF, WBA, WBO heavyweight champions and Usyk could give Fury problems in December. So, I mean, like he said, he a liar, and they've been lying. Eddie Hearn been putting like mandatories in front of Artur Beterbiev and all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? He been doing all types of stuff to deter that fight from going on. And I don't think Beterbiev is jumping in front of Eddie Hearn telling him to stop, let's do that. I think they trying to age Beterbiev out. And I said that from the very beginning. Said that from the very beginning. So I don't think too much changing about that. But like I continue to say, man, this is the problem going on in boxing. Everybody look at American fighters and say American fighters on that bull job, but at the same time, just everybody in boxing. This money is good, but the money is corrupted everybody in the sport of boxing. Ducking and marinating and trying to get as much money before you make these big fights, and then we make these big fights, they don't live up to the hype. The anticipation is good, the build up is good. And then we get there, the fight don't be worth a damn. Don't because you waited so long and you're like, damn, this it. When if it happened right away, the fighters would be younger, they'd be sprier, and the fights would be better. But nonetheless, boxing got this new, template where you marinate fights, you try to draw as much money out the fight as you can. And the thing about that, yeah, they get more money drawn out the fight, but the bigger problem is when we get to these big fights, they fail to live up to the hype. They fail to live up to the hype, and that's a big problem. If you're gonna make us wait, it should be the most epic event ever. It should be the most epic fight ever, not one-sided ass whoopings. It should be damn near like somebody willing to die in the ring for this shit. You know, but it's too much of this going on. A lot of this is put on American fighters and stuff. But as we're seeing, there's fighters across the board who don't really want to get busy. Who don't want to get busy. So, but nonetheless, it's a fight that we deserve. You know, but if it's true that they got into the sparring and Beterbiev did a number on them in sparring, well, and it's just sparring. That's what I say. It's just sparring. It's just sparring, but it is what it is. But I heard they did have talks and whatever, and financially, it wasn't enough. That's what they said. Financially, it wasn't enough. They wanted more and more money, and that's a new thing in boxing to price people out. But when they paying people a whole bunch of money to fight nobody, it's hard to take less to go in a fight where you can lose. Why not just nickel and dime? Until they stop nickel and diming and forcing you to fight a big fight. But we already know Dmitry Bivol didn't want this fight. You don't blame him. You don't blame him. This dude be taking years off people's lives. This dude be taking years off guys' lives. But in my opinion, he never wanted to fight. And I've always maintained that. Always maintained that. For whatever reason, a lot of people don't like Artur Beterbiev. I think because he might be the religion he practiced, and I think that got a lot to do with it. Because Devin Haney, I think they both practice Islam, so I think that has a lot to do with it, and that's just my opinion on it. Not saying I heard nothing, but he get a lot of unnecessary hate, but you know, that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. But hey, it is what it is. Uh, hit the link tree. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Check out the Box News playlist. Hit the link tree. I mean, literally, you can find me everywhere in the link tree, from X, aka Twitter, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. I appreciate everybody showing the kid love. Keep supporting the channel. Keep subscribing. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Peace.